It is a beautiful day out today. It is sunglasses beautiful. And the weather forecast is giving me some hope that it will be spring at some point here. It's still supposed to be freezing. I'm still covered with snow, but we are supposed to be having temperatures that are above zero during the day and not significantly below zero at night. And so I'm out here and I'm gonna force some spring on my garden. Just a little bit of ice still left. The snow is melted off, and look, my first bulb popping up. Oh, look, over here too. Right there. Oh, here's a few more. Look at that. I have no idea where I planted anything, so I have to be kind of careful walking around in there now. Now, what these are is they are a bunch of grape sticks that were half dead that I shoved into the ground in the fall because I believe in miracles. There is a chance that maybe something will bud and root off of these, and maybe we can get some great plants from these cuttings that I took, but most likely not. Oh, look at this. I am not even joking. I unveiled this yesterday and these 3 leaves weren't there. That is pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure everything in this garden here is completely dead. We uncovered it to give the ground a chance to dry out a little bit. We're hoping that with it having no snow and some nice sunny days over this weekend and into the beginning of next week, that maybe we'll be able to actually get something planted out here. I am gonna do some cold weather seedling starts inside, and then maybe after they sprout, you know, about 10 days from now, I can bring them out here and I can plant them and actually get going, get a start on the season. Here is a perfect example of how insulating the snow is. You can see that, you know, there's green and there's growth going on in here. But then right up here, this is the stuff that never had snow on it, all completely dead, and I really don't have much hope for these bouncing back. Here's another great example here of, you know, this green growth getting melted out from the snow. Well, meanwhile, everything else that was under the tarp and therefore not insulated under the snow, not looking quite as good. Inside the tunnel here is a little bit of a different story because the tunnel actually was insulating it. And so things in here, you can see lots of green. Things are really bouncing back quick. And with some sun and some non-freezing days, it won't be long before we're harvesting spinach. Look at the growth on this kale too. Some beautiful color. This is called Improved Siberian. I'm really impressed with how well it did. And over here is winter boar, and I'm sure you've heard me talk about this one. This is my absolute favorite. But you know, doing the comparison there, that Improved Siberian didn't do too bad compared to my #1 winter boar.
I don't trust Ian to not walk on my garlic bed, so I've marked it. Even the compost is defrosting, and won't be long with that greenhouse.
I planted a bunch of bulbs in the grass under my apricot trees, and right here I see one. I see one starting to come. It's gonna be super exciting. I have a bunch of, oh, here's another one. Yeah, a bunch of grape hyacinth and little crocuses. It's gonna be super pretty. One thing I have been very excited for is the spring blossoms. It's gonna be super beautiful. All the cherry trees on our property and those apricots there, as well as being surrounded on two sides by a cherry orchard. I can't wait to see, you know, it's gonna be a cherry blossom festival at our house come spring. Look at these beauties. These are my loofahs. And then these are my cucamelons. Oh, everything looks so good. So much stuff popping up. I literally could spend all day in here if Ian would let me. It's very nice to be surrounded by all the seedlings. I have this mini soil blocker, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make these little mini blocks that are basically only good for just germinating seeds, because I'm gonna get some stuff germinating inside here where it's a little bit warmer, and then I'm gonna try transplanting it out into that melted off snow bed that I was showing. These little mini blocks actually will fit inside the 2-inch soil blocker that I have. I have like a piece so you can set them in. It's kind of a fun way to be able to do lots of seeds in a small space. I'm on the fence about this. It was actually a pain in the butt to use. It was almost impossible to hold it without it compressing it somehow, so I couldn't actually stab it into the ground. I had to hold it on its side and then cram the soil in with my hand, and it didn't work super well, and the blocks were so small that they didn't hold together super well. I made a tray and I'll see how it goes, but yeah, this one might not see very much use. That is 300 though. That is 300 blocks.